Hi, everyone. I'm Holly McFarland with East Texas Communities Foundation. I am the PR director here at the foundation, and East Texas Giving Day is my responsibility. So I am going to hopefully get you guys caught up on understanding and how to participate in East Texas Giving Day and the benefits of participating in East Texas Giving Day. So here we go. East Texas Giving Day is hosted by ETCF. We were founded in 1989, and in those 30 plus years, we've received about 170 million in contributions. We've granted over $108 million in grants. Currently, we are managing about 116 million in assets. That's between about 388 charitable funds. And of those 388, 212 are permanently endowed, which means that those funds will be around forever, long after you and I are on this earth, and they will continue to help charities and nonprofits and the people in our communities for forever. So it's pretty remarkable. It's a very rewarding job that we have. We are a nonprofit corporation. We are a 501c3 public charity, just like you. We serve both individuals and the nonprofit community, and we cover 32 counties across East Texas. What we do at the foundation, outside of running East Texas Giving Day, is we are a charitable fund administrator. We have 5 different kind of fund types that we offer the public and to nonprofits. So the first is a donor advised funds. Donor advised funds are like a charitable checking account. A donor comes with an appreciated asset, perhaps it's real estate or just bonds, stocks, something like that. We convert that into charitable cash that goes into a fund, and then the donor gets to make grant recommendations to nonprofits that they would like to support. We also at the foundation encourage our donor advised fund holders to make grants during East Texas Giving Day. We send them an invitation to participate with all of the nonprofits that participate in the event, and we kind of coach them along about how to support and all that. And so donor advised funds are a key component to what we do here at the foundation. Nonprofit funds benefit a single charity. We provide investment management. We can help the nonprofit receive complex assets. So like if someone wanted to gift you some real estate, something like that, we can help facilitate those kind of gifts for your organization. The nonprofit funds are something that we can definitely give you more information on if that is something you are interested in, like a rainy day fund, something like that. Just let me know and reach out, and we will coordinate and get you the specifics on what that looks like. Scholarship funds are kind of self-explanatory. I think just about all of us understand a scholarship fund. So the way they work here at the foundation is, so you have a student at your school and you want to create a scholarship. That's great. So you could go to the college or the university, the junior college, and you could set up a scholarship. That is only going to benefit students going to that particular school or university. When you create a scholarship here at the foundation, that means that students from all over our service area can apply, and that scholarship could go to wherever the student is going to school for the most part. Some of them are specific, but a lot of them are open and allow the student to pick the school of their choice to go to, not singling down to just say like Texas Tech or A&M or something like that. So our scholarship funds have a lot of flexibility, and it's a great way for families to memorialize a loved one or to focus on a specific field of study. Designated funds are like field of interest funds, project funds. Sometimes they benefit a single charity or several. So like say a donor wanted to give a percentage, like say 20% of their distribution to like 5 different charities. So that would be a designated fund. A field of interest would be perhaps the donor wanted to focus on education or health, or perhaps a geographical location. The designated funds usually have a purpose or a specific task, something that they are trying to accomplish. And so those are specific type of funds. Unrestricted funds, ETCF has a very small unrestricted fund, and that is where the prize money comes from for East Texas Giving Day. Some other communities foundations focus heavily on unrestricted funds. ETCF, not so much. We kind of leave it up to the donor's discretion as to how they want to do their charitable giving. But the unrestricted fund here at ETCF is specifically used at this point for prize money for East Texas Giving Day. We here at East Texas Communities Foundation feel that philanthropy builds communities and changes lives. ETCF supports philanthropy by offering simple ways for donors to achieve their charitable goals. The way we go about doing that is we motivate and work with organizations to increase their philanthropy. We communicate relevant messages about philanthropy. So like back during Giving Tuesday, we did a lot of heavy promotion about getting involved in supporting charities at the end of the year. So we try to promote throughout the year giving opportunities within the community. And one of those is that we provide this online platform of easttexasgivingday.org. So Giving Day, it is a regional online giving campaign. All of the activity for the event takes place at easttexasgivingday.org. It allows anyone to become a philanthropist. It builds community between nonprofits, donors, board, volunteers, and media. All of those different audiences work together on East Texas Giving Day to build awareness and promote. So there's a lot of pieces involved. It builds awareness of needs within your communities or within the region, and it grows nonprofit capacity through education and complementary trainings. That is one of the things that makes East Texas Giving Day a success, is all of the trainings and support materials that we provide to the nonprofit community. So for those of you who don't know the history, East Texas Giving Day was initiated in 2016. Over the course of the following years up to 2020, the event has grown substantially and doubled in size at times. In 2020, we raised $2.2 million, over 5,700, give or take, gifts. So from our humble beginnings of a little less than $500,000 in 2016, we have definitely grown the event. It was a 59% increase over the previous year, which we thought was a stellar event then as well. What was exciting in 2020 is the event happened at the start of the pandemic, and so it has shown the public's willingness to be supportive of our nonprofit community when they know that times are tough. So it was just such a great showing of generosity across our whole region. Okay, so what you can expect from East Texas Giving Day. It is an exciting and unifying community event. Everyone can participate, and it can make everyone have a feel good for the day. It is an opportunity to engage your base and to attract new donors. So what we're going to hopefully coach you on how to do is how to expand your circle of influence. It is a way to convert existing donors to using online platforms. So you may have been using a lot of mail outs and things like that in order to get contributions back in your door, but a easier and cheaper conversion tool could be an online donation platform. So this can help move some people into that haven't traditionally participated in online giving. However, East Texas Giving Day is not a quick fundraising fix. It is not a magic bullet. If you are in crises, this may not be the best event for you. East Texas Giving Day takes a lot of effort. It is not just a pay and play. You have to actually put some work into it. So it is not a magic bullet. It is not something that requires little or no marketing attention. You have to invest some time and energy into the event for it to be successful. And it is not a social media strategy of itself. So what that means is, do not create a social media page and only promote your organization for the month of April. You really need to be on social media year-round, promoting your cause and raising awareness and getting those followers. So hopefully we can get you up to par on some new skills related to that through East Texas Giving Day, but that's just a little bit about what the event does. Okay, some things you need to know. We do charge a registration fee for all nonprofit participants. We use the registration fees to buy advertising across the 32 county service area. A lot of it is overlap. A lot of the main media outlets here in East Texas are here in Tyler, and they service Longview, Lufkin, Nacogdoches, all the other communities in between. But we also buy ads in the Texarkana area. We buy ads out of Shreveport, so they overlap into Longview. We do lots of cross marketing and heavy social media buys. So that all comes out of the registration fees that the nonprofits pay. Nonprofits are encouraged to promote their involvement in East Texas Giving Day on social media through newsletters, all of the multimedia channels that you have. We encourage you to promote your involvement, while East Texas Communities Foundation does the global umbrella marketing of the event, but you need to promote why giving to you is important. And we encourage you to take advantage of these free trainings. The trainings that we offer aren't limited to what you can do for your East Texas Giving Day. The trainings that we offer can translate to other events and other marketing attempts that you do within your organization throughout the year. Okay, so participating in East Texas Giving Day is an opportunity for you to engage your donors, your volunteers, your staff, and your board. If you are like most nonprofits trying to figure out how to get more engagement, how to bring more people in and get them invested in your mission, East Texas Giving Day is a potential for that. It combines the power of storytelling with technology to promote your mission. So we hopefully along the way will teach you guys how to get your message out in a concise manner so that you can raise awareness about what you're doing and the impact that your organization is having in your community. It celebrates donors and nonprofits in our entire region as we come together. So that's kind of one of the fun side effects of East Texas Giving Day is even though you're here in Tyler, you get to hear about what's going on in Texarkana or in Longview or whatever. And you could be in any of these other communities and vice versa, find out about a nonprofit in, say, Lufkin. So it's an exciting opportunity for us to see that even though we are in different regions, we still are experiencing the same things. And it's a low cost point to attract new donors. So the $100 investment to register to participate in East Texas Giving Day is relatively small versus if you were doing a large mail out campaign. That $100 can return you a significant amount of contributors if you follow the regiment, so to speak. And another thing is because it's a timed event, it creates a sense of urgency for donors to give now. East Texas Giving Day happens on a singular day, April 27th from 6 a.m. to midnight. So during that time frame, those 18 hours, through the promotion, it creates a sense of urgency where the community feels like this is the day they have to give in order to be a part of this movement. All right, so some pros to participating is that we provide trainings. These webinars will teach you the skills that you need to have a successful event. You will gain exposure. The community will become aware of things that are going on and what it is that you do. You will also increase your support. The community will learn about what your mission does and hopefully financially support your work. You can also engage. The platform allows donors, volunteers, board, and staff to all participate and celebrate the work that you do. But with every good, there's a bad. So here you go. It has a cost. East Texas Giving Day has a registration fee of $100 or $125, depending on if you register late. That investment could also have, there's other costs related to Giving Day that your organization may incur, which could be if you do a mailing or if you host an event, if you purchase social media buys, those kind of things. So there is a financial commitment to the event. It does take time. Your staff will need to invest effort to create an event to have a successful Giving Day. There is a funding delay. So while all the gifts come through the site on April 27th, it takes our staff some time to process and work with any disputes that might come along post-event and get those checks and ACH distributions back out to you guys. And we allow ourselves 6 to 8 weeks for that. So it's not an immediate turnaround to get the money back out of the system. We do work very hard to get the money out quickly. I promise you, we want it back to you guys as soon as possible. There just are some restrictions that we have to make sure that there are no donor complaints, no donor credit card issues and those kind of things before we can make those checks distributions go back out to you guys. And frankly, there's no guarantees. There are no guarantees on East Texas Giving Day that someone will find your charity and support you. This is, that's not what we want, and it's not how we expect it to work. Last year in 2020, every participating nonprofit received some form of contribution, but I have no guarantee that that will happen every year. All right, so mark your calendar. East Texas Giving Day is Tuesday, April 27th from 6 a.m. to midnight. Donors have some search tools where they can narrow down what they're looking for. They can find you by name, city, zip. There are advanced tools such as sorting you by their county, by your category, or if you have matching funds. This year, we added critical needs messaging. So in 2020, with COVID, when it first introduced itself to the communities, we added this field, this search field of critical needs, where last year it was called COVID-19, I think, immediate needs, where the nonprofit could enter in exactly what was going on at their organization in relationship to COVID. Well, this year we've just converted that box into just basic generalized critical needs. So if you're a food bank and your freezer goes out, then this is where you would want to put that information so that the donors can figure out instantly what is going on and how their gift could impact your agency right now. We added this year volunteer opportunities. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. We added peer fundraising, so that's whenever someone could do a campaign to benefit your organization. We've increased our cybersecurity this year, and we've opened early giving a little earlier than normal, and it will start on April 5th, which means that the public can start supporting your agencies with contributions as early as April 5th. We know that the public, well, people in general want instant gratification. So they will hear all of the talking and all the buzz about East Texas Giving Day, and they'll want to start giving early. And the way that we have decided to implement that is to open up the site a little early so that donations can start coming in. Okay. So in order to participate in East Texas Giving Day, you must be a 501c3 in good standing. You must be located in or primarily serve one of the 32 counties in East Texas ETCF's service area. There's a registration fee that must be placed. You can pay that by credit card or e-check at the time of registration. If you register prior to March 1st, registration is $100. If you drag your feet, you have until March 31st, but you have to pay a penalty, and that's $125. So early registration is what I would encourage you to do, so you can be a good steward of the funds that you already have at your organization. But I understand that sometimes you just can't make up your mind, and that's okay, but there is a slight increase in the fee. If you register before March 1st, you have the $100 registration fee, and your organization will be placed in a hopper. We will do 4 drawings to receive a $250 prize, and that's the date that I will do it on, March 3rd. We will send those checks out to you as early as we can. They will go out, and that can go into your unrestricted. It's not limited to just be used towards your East Texas Giving Day campaign, even though I encourage you to do that. But that $250 is just unrestricted funds that can go to your organization to help meet the needs of what you're doing. We do have East Texas Giving Day swag. You can order t-shirts or masks through our online store. Those can be ordered online, and they are shipped directly to your organization. So you could outfit the crew, you can outfit your staff or your board, and there's a variety of different sizes that you can pick from, but all of that is online through a portal, and there's the link to it. I'll make sure you get that whenever we post all of this onto our resources page. All right, there is a process to registration. You go to easttexasgivingday.org, click the red registration button. It will ask you a simple question, yes or no. Have you and your organization participated in the past? If you have not, you would select no. This is our first East Texas Giving Day. It will push you into the second screen where this is the inquiry form. We just need a few items to verify to make sure you meet the criteria to participate. Your EIN, website, your contact name, city, state, that kind of stuff. You will be notified by email if you are approved to participate, and that email will take you to a link where you can create your password to get logged into your profile. That email looks like this. You will click that blue button that says create my password, where you'll take to a screen that you put in your email address and you create your password. Tips and tricks on that is it has to be uppercase, one lowercase, a number, and a special character. Once you set your password, you will be taken to a block that looks like this. You click open and you're in your dashboard. Once you're in your dashboard, you will see that the announcements are on the left. This is where you can register to participate in our Remind, which is a texting service that we use. I only use it in case of emergency for East Texas Giving Day, but I do appreciate those that register for it because in case there is something that I need to let everyone know instantly, texting, of course, as you know, is the fastest way of communicating. There is a video on best practices for completing your profile. I encourage you to watch that. And on the right, the little blue and green bubbles are milestones and deadlines. You can click on any of those dates, and if it's a webinar, it will launch you to the RSVP page where you can sign up and become a part of that webinar. You can also, the link to order t-shirts and masks is also on that announcements dashboard. Whenever you log in and you pay your registration, all nonprofits must update their profile before submitting. So both new and old nonprofits that are new to the event or returning have to update your CEO name. You have to, if you have match money, there's certain fields that you have to go in before you can submit. That video is going to walk you through those steps, and it's going to be very helpful in understanding what is required on the back end of your profile. You should also plan to update your information in one setting. So unfortunately, once you open up to work on your profile, it doesn't have a save as you go type feature. When you get to the bottom, there's a save button. And so sometimes I understand that you may get a phone call and you can't finish the task that you're doing. And if that's the case, I encourage you to put in like placeholder letters there. So you could put like 000 for a phone number or email@email.com, something like that, in order to fill in the required fields. But just know that you have to come back and put in the correct data before it all goes live. And so once finished, you can submit for approval. That's how your profile goes live for East Texas Giving Day, and the public can see it. But you have until April 21st to go back into your profile and update content as you see fit. So let's say you had a new photo that you wanted to upload into the platform. Well, you have until April 21st to log back in and upload that video or photo onto your profile. You may not have an urgent need in the beginning when you complete your registration. So let's say in February you don't have an urgent need, but you are that food bank and your freezer goes out in early April. Well, you have until April 21st to communicate those urgent needs in your profile. So that's a much longer window than what we've offered in the past, but I think it's beneficial to you guys because with this year of COVID, we just aren't ever 100% sure what our current and urgent needs are going to be. So whenever that we're doing donations, all donations that you promote, all your communications that you promote about contributing to East Texas Giving Day, All donations must go through easttexasgivingday.org for them to count for this event. The leaderboards will track in real time the organizations, the number of gifts, the dollars raised, your match money, everything. But all that happens through the mechanics of easttexasgivingday.org and the gamification of the site. The event website is PCI Level 1 secure, so your donor's information is safe. The smallest donation amount that can be given on the platform is $10, but there is no max. Gift acknowledgments, the tax receipts, are sent by email moments after the gift is made. So it takes part of the admin off of it. Your staff doesn't have to send the tax receipts. You are encouraged to send thank you notes, but we'll get to that under donor stewardship. And charities can view your donors live in real time during the event through an Excel spreadsheet that you can log back into your profile, and you'll be able to look at the donors that have given to your organization immediately during the event. And again, you will receive your contributions and any prize money that you receive from East Texas Giving Day within 6 to 8 weeks. We hope to do that by ACH, but you don't have to participate in ACH. If you want a paper check, that's fine. And on your profile, you would just complete the mailing information so that we can mail that to you. This is an online event, which means credit cards are involved, and credit cards charge fees no matter what. The fee at checkout is 5.26%. That is made up of 3% for our Giving Day vendor and 2.26% that goes to the credit card company. East Texas Communities Foundation does not make anything off of this event. This is part of our mission to increase philanthropy within our service area. Giving Day is our mechanism for making that happen. Now, at checkout, the donation page will say, would you like to cover the fees for your nonprofit? The majority of donors do. 92% of donors covered the fees in 2020. I think the lowest that we've ever seen that is like 87%, but the majority of donors know that it costs money to do these kind of events, and they will cover the fees on your behalf. So just know that going forward. So we can talk more about fees if you're concerned about those. You're welcome to reach out to our office and I will walk you through them. But anytime you have an online event, there's going to be credit cards and credit cards charge. Okay, so what the public sees is your nonprofit landing page. So whenever you're on the back end and you're updating your profile, it's going to populate on these fields on the front for the public to learn about you. Again, donors can search for you by name, city, zip, county, category, matching funds, all that. Your nonprofit profile page has 4 tabs of data. You will have overview, programs, events, and there will be another one there this year for volunteer opportunities. You will have information about your mission, your website, your social media links, your contact information, your email. All of that is also on that profile page. You can add videos, you can add pictures. The YouTube link is all that it supports. I'm sorry for that. We can't use like Vivo or some of those other sites that have video capability. It is a YouTube link only. So on the back end, whenever you are completing your volunteer opportunity, it's going to have some simple questions that you have to complete. But then this is a great opportunity for you to engage potential donors and let them know what type of skills that they might have that would lend to the mission and the work that you do. So if you need someone to come in, if you're running a preschool and you need someone to come in on Monday mornings and read stories to the children, then you would want to put that in here. If you need someone to come and sort and bag beans, if you're a food bank, then you would want to put those kind of opportunities in here. Whatever it is that your organization has that is an opportunity for the public to be involved, that's what these volunteer opportunities are. And you have until April 21st to add them. And if you don't have opportunities in your organization, that's fine too. We want Giving Day to not just be about financial, although that is very important. We want it to also be about building those relationships and developing community across about helping the nonprofits. So on checkout, the donor can indicate if they would like to know more about volunteer opportunities at your organization. There's a button at the bottom that says yes or no. On your donation form, if you do not have volunteer opportunities whenever you're filling out your profile, unclick the little box by donation form questions. Most of you do have volunteer opportunities, but if you don't, then you need to unclick that. That way, this volunteer interest won't populate on the checkout for the donor. Okay, so throughout the event, if you have questions and you want immediate answers, we have a help box that's already been turned on the bottom of every screen throughout nonprofit registration. It says help in the bottom right-hand corner. If you select it, then you can fill in all these questions, and it will we will have an email response back to you about how to resolve your issue. This is not a live chat at this point. It is through email only, but on Giving Day, this does become a live chat so that we can assist donors or nonprofits that are having issues. But the chat bot has lended itself and become very helpful in resolving issues for both the donor and the nonprofit. Early giving. We will turn on the site to accept donations starting on April 5th. Donations are processed immediately, and you will be notified whenever that donation has been made to your organization via email. Donors do not have to create an account in order to give, and you can start thanking donors as soon as those early advanced gifts come. Again, that's part of your donor stewardship plan, and we will have a training on that as well, but you are encouraged to start sending out thanks to those folks as soon as those gifts come in. The donor stewardship training will be on April 15th from 2 to 3. It's a webinar, and we will try to share some best practices on working with your donors that give throughout the event. Peer-to-peer fundraising is new this year. It's a way to involve your most rabid fans into your fundraising. Donors can create a page in minutes. All peer-to-peer are automatically approved, so there's no admin worries on the behalf of your nonprofit. However, you can review, and if you don't like something that's been put up, you can easily turn it off and then do some outreach to that person that created it and talk to them about why you turned off their fundraising page. Nonprofits and peer-to-peer creators will get emails as soon as contributions are made to made through their landing page, through their peer-to-peer page. We will have a webinar on March 2nd explaining peer-to-peer and how it could benefit your organization. Prizes happen as part of Giving Day. We will release the prize list on March 30th. They range in amounts from $250 up, and it is a way that you could strategically plan on when to invite folks to give to your organization, because then they could increase the amount that you receive by helping you win these extra prizes. There will be a prize webinar on March 30th at 2 p.m. All of these webinars that we talk about are recorded and will be available for you to review. Matching funds. In 2020, 80 charities had matching funds that combined to raise over $1 million. Nonprofits that had a match did 153% better than those that didn't. A match can come from donor or donors, boards, or a corporate partner or business partner that you already have. We will have a training on Wednesday, February 16th, to try to coach you on how to do a matching fund and how it could benefit your organization. On the site, the matching funds go dollar for dollar for contributions that come into the site. it's a really great marketing strategy, and I encourage you all to participate in the Matching Funds webinar to learn about how to incorporate that into your plan. As part of your donor stewardship, as soon as those gifts start coming in on April 5th, you can log in and you would have access to a report that looks similar to what you see on your screen. It's going to say the name of the donor, if it was in honor of or in memory of, if they opted to cover the fees, their address, their email, the amount, the transaction time, volunteer opportunities. It has a lot of data. This is, to me, one of the key reasons to participate in Giving Day, so that you can always increase your data content on that donor. Like I said, it exports as an Excel file so that you can import it into your CRM or import those data fields into your CRM. The tax letters are sent automatically when these contributions came in, but you are encouraged to send thank you notes. So again, that donor stewardship webinar is April 15th. We will share a lot of insight and best practices and things that we have seen over the years that have inspired donors to participate. So the benefits of participating in East Texas Giving Day: you're capitalizing on a moment in time. It's 18 hours full of energy and momentum that help highlight causes and nonprofits within our community. You can reach a broad range of donors. Again, you're increasing your circle of influence. You hope that donor A shares that they participated in this event, which reaches their 250 friends on social media, which if one of them gives, then it increases that. You're just constantly like a ripple in the water, increasing your circle of influence. It levels the playing field. So it doesn't matter your budget size or your staff size. Everyone pays the same registration fee. Everyone has the same opportunity to the webinars and information that we provide. I promote everyone equally whenever we do the marketing for the event. When ETCF buys the advertising, I am promoting the event as a whole. It's up to your organization to promote why you should be the one receiving gifts. But the event does not limit your ability because of your size. And again, you get that data list on your donors, and so that is just crucial to having a successful year-round annual campaign. East Texas Communities Foundation wants to help promote the event, so we do buy yard signs. We give those out to participants. Normally that would have happened on the kickoff seminar, but because of COVID, we've done everything remotely this year. We will distribute signs sometime in March, and once I get some, the majority of the registrations in, I'll kind of know the communities that I need to focus on and how many signs I can take to each of those communities. I'll probably do it as a drive-through event, so watch for emails that will explain, the time and the place and the locations of when we will do these sign drop-offs. I will try to make sure that each nonprofit participant gets 1 to 2 signs. These signs are a great marketing collateral piece. You can take them into your board meeting and have board members take photos with them. You could take it in front of community partners that you have with like local banks or whoever your local partners are, and have photos with the signs in front of their location. They're just a great branding piece and can be very useful in the marketing of the event. There's a handbook. It's a PDF. It's available on the website now that you can go download. It has trainings, tips, tricks, checklist, email donor templates, so you don't even have to invent the wheel. We've done all that for you. You can just cut and paste that into a document and add in your own relevant information about your organization. It has social media tips and a mock calendar, and all of that is available for you. So now it is up to you to decide if it is a good fit for your organization. If you think it is, get your board and leadership on board in order to commit to the event. You must register by March 31st at easttexasgivingday.org. You then should create your strategy, and again, you can refer back to the handbook for tips and tricks on how to do that. If you hold an event, and it could be a virtual event, please notify me here at ETCF so that I can make the media in the area aware of it. When we get closer to Giving Day, the media reaches out and wants to know what's going on and what visuals that they can get examples of. So if you do decide to host something, whether it's in person or virtually, please just let me know. Promote, promote, and promote again. The key to East Texas Giving Day's success is all the voices coming together and talking about giving through this particular medium. It is what will drive people to the site. Promote, promote, promote. And go ahead and like East TCF on Facebook if you haven't already. We also have a Twitter account. That way you can just share content that we put out. The closer we get up as we ramp up for Giving Day, I will be putting content throughout the days on the website or on the Facebook social media page. And then you can just click and share it, and that will help, like I said, increase the circle of influence where we can raise awareness about the event. Upcoming webinars, all of these can be registered by going to etcf.org Giving Day events. And that is a link down here that you could actually click and have access to those trainings. Why you should attend the trainings? Because those that attended last year, one or more, did 25% better than nonprofits that didn't attend a training at all. So if you come along with us, listen to our best practices, and implement within your campaign some of the tools and tricks that we tell you, you should have a successful event. We want you guys to be successful fundraisers, and we try to provide you with the best tools to make that happen. Here is a list of important dates about the event. Again, East Texas Giving Day is April 27th, 2021. So this video recording will be available on the website. Go to easttexasgivingday.org, click the About tab, and there will be a little tab that comes down that says Nonprofit Resources. There you will have access to logos for the event, the video recordings and slide decks from all of our webinars, the East Texas Giving Day Handbook, and you can register for future trainings. And all of that is available at easttexasgivingday.org. So if you have questions, please email me. I am here to help you, and I will do my best to respond as fast as I possibly can. I am so appreciative of you looking into this webinar today to find out how you can be a part of this event. We look forward to working with you in the future, and we hope you have a blessed day. Thanks.